The framers of the development strategies thought it wise to create a separate affirmative fund to help the Greater Northern region in an effort to expedite development in the areas that have undergone a lot of difficulties as the nation boasts of 50 years of self-rule. As the nation continues to wake up to reports of budget cuts and heartbreaking financial scandals, it is likely to spell doom for the northern region that has over the years been receiving affirmative funds channeled through the office of the Prime Minister that has become a center of rot. Education, health services and other basic necessities that were flowing to the region through the Peace, Recovery and Development Fund could be a thing of the past, considering that the projects were donor funded to the tune of 70%.
Without donor money, the routine monies that go to the Greater North, including Teso, Acholi and Lango and all the war-affected areas, are very limited in nature. So there are already programs and projects funded under the PRDP. The local governments are doing roads, health centers, schools, whatever.
I know the cut definitely will impact negatively in most of the programs and activities in the development of Greater North.
Many who had anticipated a ray of hope dawning upon the region may have to think twice, as the chances of recovery from the different difficulties they went through continues to be retarded by individuals not kind enough to allow progress in their own country. Those not wealthy enough to afford private medical services and education facilities could be staring at a blank future, not sure of what lies ahead for them. Alternatively, the country could resort to internal revenue to cater for the shortfalls, but how much is available in its coffers?
Government normally draws away from the essential areas. So they are going to cut money for drugs, they are going to cut money for shocks and books, they are going to cut money for lightening hospitals, for generators, for mothers and children, in order to meet the salary gaps.
The rude reality is that the innocent citizen will feel the pinch in the end, as those privileged enough to swindle the funds establish themselves as the movers and shakers of society with undoubted financial and social influence.
When systems break down, the best way to handle them is to realize, admit, and address the issue of systems. But if you start looking at individuals and you say, oh, there is this person in the Prime Minister's office, he's going to be arrested, he's going to be... But you have not handled the system. We have allowed corruption to mutate into theft and mutate into assassination of the country.
Condemnation and talks of recovery are not lacking. What is amiss is the actual accomplishment of the big talk with a finger pointing at the citizenry for adopting an I don't care attitude which has left a safe haven for all ill-intentioned people in government. Sabith Joseph, WBS Television.